This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, Heather, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, November the 23rd, is a player who is playing for the Colorado Avalanche as of right now. He's captain of the Avalanche. He was selected second overall in 2011 by the Avalanche and then became the youngest captain in NHL history at 19 years, 286 days in 2012. Winning the Stanley Cup as an Avalanche player in 2022, becoming the fourth European born captain to do so. He's an icon. He's turning 32 today. And one other word for you. Kitchener! That's right. It's a former Kitchener Ranger by the name of Gabe Landeskog. So Landeskog was born November 23rd, 1992 in Stockholm and would play for Hammarby IF in the junior leagues and all that. He went up from the minor leagues to Elite Serien. And then he would be drafted in the import draft. Now, the Canadian Hockey League had an import draft. Like, the Western Hockey League, the Quebec League, and the Ontario League. They could draft these people and bring them over to Canada. So Plymouth drafted him third overall in the import draft. So it looked like Plymouth was going to get him. But for some strange reason, Plymouth decided to trade his OHL rights to Kitchener Rangers. So Landeskog would room with Jeff Skinner, a very good player who now is playing for the Edmonton Oilers. Landeskog would be third in points, only behind Matt Pumpel, who I think was a Kitchener Ranger. Pumple Moose. Yeah, Matthew Pumpel and Boone Jenner, now playing for Columbus. In the playoffs, he helped Kitchener get to the Final Four of the OHL playoffs before being eliminated by Windsor. But the problem was that this was when Kitchener choked a 3-0 conference lead to the Kitchener Rangers. To the Windsor Spitfires. So Kitchener could have been to the OHL Finals and maybe the Memorial Cup. But then he was named captain of the Kitchener Rangers for the 2010-11 season, making him the first European captain in franchise history. He led the Kitchener Rangers with 37 goals in 53 games in his final season before draft eligibility. Unfortunately, though, Kitchener would fall to Plymouth in the first round of the playoffs. However, the Colorado Avalanche knew what they wanted to pick him up, and they decided to draft Landeskog second overall. The Oilers went first with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins of the Red Deer Rebels. So Edmonton went with a Nuge, and Colorado went with Landeskog. It was amazing. No Kitchener Ranger had ever been drafted first overall, but second overall, pretty cool. Too. With his second overall pick, he would tie for the third highest Swedish draft pick in history, tying him with Victor Hedman. Mats Sundin and Rasmus Dahlin are the only two Swedish-born number one picks. However, Landeskog was the first Swedish-born player drafted in the first round out of the OHL. So anyway, Kitchener dropped him from the roster because they knew that he was going to play in the NHL and that the Avalanche would not send him back to minors. So he scored his first NHL goal October 12, 2011 against Steve Mason, a former Kitchener Ranger at that. So he did his job. Landeskog finished the season with 52 points, including 22 goals. He would tie for the points lead among rookies with first overall pick Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Landeskog won the Calder for Rookie of the Year, beating Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Adam Henrique. A lot of people thought, why did you beat Henrique? Strange as it sounded, Colorado on September 4th, 2012 decided to draft him as team captain. Again, the youngest captain in history. When he was 19 years, 286 days old. he did it. Landeskog would be 11 days younger than Sidney Crosby when he was named captain of the Penguins. But subsequently, Connor McDavid in 2016 would break that mark by 20 days. Of course, this was when the NHL locked out till January 2013. So he went to Djurgården. And anyhow, he did that. And then he went back to the NHL and would only play 36 of the 48 games for 17 points. Nevertheless, Colorado gave him a 7-year extension. And it worked out. He had career highs of goals, assists, and points, having the Avalanche win the division title, take on the Minnesota Wild, and lose in 7 games in the first round. Kind of weird I predicted that. I don't remember if I predicted they won in overtime. I'm from the Cutchenorrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr he would truck along for the Avalanche and all that. And in July 2021, before becoming a free agent for the first time in his career, Colorado inked him to an 8-year, $56 million deal. So that's $7 million a year for 8 years till 2029. After a strong start to the 2022 season, it was announced in March that he would have to go through knee surgery or due to an injury. Fortunately, though, he recovered from surgery in time to help Colorado in the playoffs. And in the first 3 rounds, he helped Colorado get to the conference. Well, first to get to the conference finals for the first time since 2002. Hard to believe. And then, of course, get to the Stanley Cup finals for the first time since 2001. So, anyway. Nevertheless, he helped the Avalanche win the Stanley Cup against the 2-time defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games. He would go through arthroscopic knee surgery, and after raising the banner, it was announced he would be out for at least 3 months to start. Unfortunately, though, he missed the entire season and the playoffs in 2023. And then he would need cartilage transplant surgery. That's weird. But he would miss the entire 23-24 season. So that's just crazy how after the Stanley Cup, he missed 2 full seasons. I think he's playing as of right now. Well, he's not retired. Landeskog surprisingly was left off Sweden's roster for the 2010 World Juniors, in which Sweden, ironically, would win the championship. Unfortunately, a high ankle sprain would injure him after 1 year, 1 game at 2011 World Juniors. In a way, Landeskog played for the 2014 Swedish team at the Olympics, losing to Canada 3-0. So anyway, he and his wife have 2 children. In his career with the Avalanche, he scored 571 points, 248 goals in 738 regular season games, 67 points in 69 playoff games, winning the Stanley Cup. He won the Calder in 2012, All-Star Game 2019, and a legend in Kitchener Rangers circles. And I don't care how you say it. Gabriel Landeskog will always be a Kitchener Ranger for life. Bite me on it. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do